So step 3 here is document your journey, right? We want to release these negative feelings. We want to release and shut up that voice in our head that says, oh, you've made this mistake. You've done this wrong. You've done that wrong. What about this? Why'd you say this? Why didn't you say that? Why were you not there for them in this case? Why did you lose control? Why you're messing up, right? We have that voice. So what are we going to do? Here's what we're going to do. This is so powerful. Here's the thing. It's easy to forget the things that went right in the day because our brains are wired through biology, through evolution to really emphasize. I've heard everywhere from 4 to 7 times the strength to emphasize negative things in our lives. It does that for a good reason. Maybe you're saying like, oh, why does it do that? Well, there's a good reason for that because, you know, way back in the caveman days, we needed that. We needed that response because now we're in our homes, we're safe, we're in our car, we're in our office, we have 4 walls around us, we're in a city. Most of us don't have situations where we have to be on alert all the time. But when we were hunter-gatherers and before then, and we heard a rustling in the bushes, that rustling could have been a tiger or a panther or a snake or a wild boar or something. So we had to imagine the worst case scenario. So our bodies and our defense mechanisms, our body were ready to fight, flight or flee. We had to do that to stay safe. And that ancient brain is still, that reptilian brain is still in here, giving 4 to 7 times power to the negative things that happen. And that's why, negative headlines in the news draw our attention more. That's why we are so focused on negative things that happen in the news and negative things that happen in our day. And it goes back to that ancient brain and that cellular memory that we have from the caveman days. But we don't live like that anymore. So what can we do about it? We can use tools like journaling to mark the things that we do. The good things that happen in our day are, as we call in our family, that we're going to look at later, wins. I would do this with my kids. That's a win. That's a win. I identify the wins that happen in the day. So that way, that's brought up in my mind. It's easy to forget the little things. It's easy to forget the small things that went well. Finding a coin on the street. That's a win. Oh, but it's only 5 cents. That's 5 cents you didn't have before. Maybe you stepped over and you didn't even pick it up, but that was for you. I want to challenge you to pick up all the coins that you find on the street, just as a way to say you appreciate that, you notice that, and say a thank you to the universe, because that's 5 cents that you didn't have before. Right? So the reason is, number 2, that which we give attention to increases. Wherever our attention goes, energy flows. That which we give attention to increases. That which we appreciate appreciates. I love that word play, right? I bet you never thought of that. We think of appreciation as saying thank you, but you look at it, what happens when the value of a painting appreciates? It gets higher. The value of a house appreciates. It gets higher. Appreciation leads to appreciation. That which we appreciate appreciates, right? So that's why we want to do this too. And self-appreciation will drown out negativity. We can't have 2 opposing thoughts at the same time. Like, we can't do that. We can mentally switch, but we can't have 2 opposing thoughts at the same time. So if those negative feelings, those negative thoughts creep in, what can we do? We can drown those out with positive thoughts. Thinking of the wins that we had today. Thinking of the good things that happened. Thinking of my good decisions, the good times that we had with our kids. The hug that our son or our daughter gave us. Them whispering, I love you, Dad. Or just saying it with their eyes. Their big eyes, their big, innocent, glassy eyes. That feeling that you get in your heart just before the feeling of, why am I not enough? I know that feeling comes. It comes from me to me too sometimes. That's how I know we have to drown that out with appreciation for those good moments. It's hard at first, but if we consistently, persistently do it, it'll be beautiful.